Hi friends, this is an outdoor video. Today I am going to take you around the backyard and show you what winter has done to it. It is totally, I want to say destroyed, but not really. It's more like it's sleeping. So now I have to go around, clean up and replant my pots and freshen up my gardens. Everything is looking totally rejected and dejected, and my beautiful garden needs a overhaul. So in keeping with the reawakening and refreshing that is spring, I am going to have to do a little work, put in the effort to bring this thing back to life. It's a kind of a balmy day today. I want to say bordering more on cool rather than warm and sunny. So I'm wearing my jacket still. Yep, got my spring jacket on and just going around because I want you guys to see the before and after. Right now it's dejected and looking dismal and gray. If I can point it around a little bit so you can see, not much life. Everything is still dull and dead. Some is somewhat dormant, but some of the plants are already starting to sprout. So I gotta do my plan and figure out what I'm going to do. So I just wanted to show the before because it's going to be hopefully a grand makeover for spring leading into summer, and really nice out here. So I'm gonna go around and show and get a few bits of I don't know, befores, different areas. Maybe some of the plants might just starting to poke up from under the ground. Some of them may just start to be budding and such like that. So I'm just going to do that and then let you know what the plan is for the next step of getting it all ready for summer, for backyard barbecues and family get-togethers and such like that. So here we go. So under this tree, there used to be a garden here. Well, under these two trees, I should say. Let me back up a bit. Yeah, there used to be a garden here. So what I'm going to do is turn that into a seating area to put my patio set. As you can see, we've already kind of started. We're framing it out to get the idea. So underneath there, when everything comes alive, I will rejig that garden and put down a patio and put my umbrella and my seating under there. Come along here, as you can see, like I said, some things are already starting to poke up from under the ground and some things are wondering if they should come back, but this is what along this area look like I said, everything is dead and dull and dismal. There's an abandoned pot from last season. Some things look like they want to come back in there. I gotta clean that up. I gotta put back up my garden statues and all the ones that I put away for the season. And I gotta clean up and re-edge and fix everything up on this side. So in this yard, I have all the gardens on the outer edge of the property, and I left my middle of my yard big because that's where all the fun and games and gatherings happen. So I'm more of a perimeter type gardener. I like all my gardens on the edge so that when we're cutting the grass, we just have to run through, no going around all types of obstacles. But here it is. Everything is looking sad right now and abandoned. Some things are trying to come back and wake up. My pots look totally rejected. There's the dead ones to throw out, clean up the edges, rake out the grass, like clean up that bench and repot the pots, clean up the bird bath, throw some water in there. Those are my peonies already pushing up. Pretty soon they'll be there, so I gotta clean out this garden as well and replant the pots. Then there's the plants that I usually border along the fence. See, gotta clean up all those. Look like we cut that one back too much because it looks dead to me. And there's one of my rose bushes, kind of sort of trying to come back to life. There's a giant dandelion in there right now. Looks healthier than my rose, so I gotta clean that up. And up along the fence, I usually have pots filled and all of that. My hydrangea bush have been pruned. She's just looking like a gangly, stickly thing for now. And all my ferns and mint and everything usually comes up in this one. So like I said, right now it's looking rather dead. There's not much to look at it at this moment. Some of my chives are trying to come up there in my vegetable boxes, and the squirrels have dug up my parsley and everything, practically half killed it. So I am gonna have to go around and clean, see what I can bring back, but just wanted to show you the dismal state that everything is in right now, so that once I clean up and redress my yard for the summer, that the before and after will have some kind of impact. But you can't really take in the proper enormity of the work that goes in to making a beautiful backyard come to life without seeing the before. Because remember, I told you already, this is not no AI created or foolery fake things. This is my real life. I'm talking about blood, sweat and tears here, busted up fingernails and dirt under your nails, and you know, rough hands for the summer kind of girl. This is not no pretty dress, nice hair, fancy jewelry, sitting and sipping iced tea kind of thing. No, I'm out here cleaning up and, you know, cleaning up and doing my potting and in my boots and, you know, all that good stuff. So I want you guys to see the reality and the truth behind this show. No AI artificially created thing here. This is a real girl doing the real thing, okay? So that's what I have to show you so far. Like I said, everything is either just coming to life or trying to come to life. This one doesn't look too bad. I think that's the most prettiest girl in my garden right now. She's got some flowers, she's trying. And that's it for now. And then when we do check in again, it will be beautiful grass that is growing and flowers everywhere and all that good stuff. The barbecue area right now is acting as storage. See the barbecue there, all the pots and everything is still up underneath there. That's my table that I usually put my items on. So all that area as well has to be cleaned up, refreshed and redone for my summer and get it all ready to party and have backyard fun. So there we have it. I have showed you everything in the yard that is, like I said, sleeping and dormant and not yet sprouted, so that you can get the effect of what the after look like. Remember I said this is a working girl. See, no nails, they've all been trimmed and put to bed for until my yard is as I want it. Then I can get all the fancy things out and then start to be the hostess with the mostest. But for now, it's the girl who's got to get her yard in ship shape for summer. You want to see my boots? I got the garden boots on. All ready for hard work. Okay, anyway, that's all for now, friends. Check back for watch till the end, I should say, because I'm going to make this one video. Okay, bye bye. Hi friends, it's preview day. Today I'll be previewing the garden, showing you how she came alive, going from winter, spring, and we are here now in summer. So I will go around and show you the areas each side. My neighbors are doing a summer project, so you will hear the knocking and bobbing and stuff in the background, but I will try my best today to do my reveal. So friends, like I said, this garden had to go from winter, spring, now it's summer. So we're going from dead to alive. So I'm going to walk around and show you all the plants that has come back in my garden beds and the little bits and bobs that I tuck in between for some color and life. So as we go along, you can see I have my plants here in this bed has come back, and these ones on this side. My bird bath is ready to go, and my giant aloe from inside I brought out and placed it here for a little bit of interest. My statues are back. A few things came up in this spot as well. And the piece de resistance. Remember back in the spring shot, I showed you that this was a little half-dead garden that I was going to dig out and start a new patio. Well, that is finished, and I have it all done and almost ready for an outdoor dinner. I will set it later and show you the setup for that. But in the meantime, I just wanted to show you. So this is my garden partially in summer. It's early and I don't have like lots of flowers and the colors out yet, but so far this is where we are. Isn't she grand? from that dead nothing to this beautiful greenery that I have. So that's the eating area. Over here we have our swing slash day bed sorter to hang out and read a book. So there we go. See, you come, you relax, put your feet up, grab a book. See, I can't do this ladylike without showing too much. And you grab a book and you relax and you read. So yeah, different areas. Another seating area. She has already bloomed. You'll see her in future shots. She's on there somewhere. Dropped her leaves. I got me a few. These are solar lights, sunflower. So at night they will light up. This bed as well came back. Another bird bath that the birds have to come and drink from. And along the side, I have to show you my fairy garden that I put up through this year. These guys are going to bloom eventually. And this year I decided to put in a fairy garden. So I did this there the other day for a bit of interest as well. You can see my path, my bridge, their little houses. That's something new I decided to do this year. This rose has already bloomed. Some of my boxes, the plants are already coming back. That's a mint, and down in the corner all the others have bloomed and come back, and so we are good and ready for my summer, whether that's barbecue or nighttime relaxing or whatever comes along, family visits or a drink of iced tea on my brand new put-in patio. I'm all ready for summer. So next I am going to set the table with a few of my outdoor items, and I'll show you that, and that will be a wrap for my summer garden revival from winter, spring, and she is alive. Thank you again, friends, for stopping by and coming and looking at my to-dos and carrying on around my homestead. And I hope you had fun with this little video, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye. The items have come back. My mosquito has lost one of her wings, so she's a one-winged mosquito. That's how I like my mosquitoes, in a metal, not living and biting. Yep. And up here we have, next to the garden shed, my bicycle. When I'm not out and about riding her, she is propped, so she's nicely staged and laying there in her with her fake foliage and just looking pretty, if I may say so myself. And we will continue with the rest of it. Like I said, first fix up the table and just putter around and show you my little odds and ends and bits and bobs. So I have changed my mind about which dishes I'm going to use. I am going to use these ones. I got them for free. They're ceramic. Usually I use my melamine or plastic outdoor dishes for outside, but today I'm going to be adventurous and I'm going to use a bread and platter and real life china. Like these ones were given to me for free, so I am going to try them out. They're a little bit antique, so you see the gold on the rim is starting to remove and everything, so if they get damaged or anything, I won't be upset by using them outside. I'm using my butterfly placemats, plastic. These come from the box store, so yeah, I'm using those to set my outdoor table. And of course, in my handy little trusty basket, plastic, at least for the glasses, I'm going to use colorful ones, and I also have clear, so I'm going to do 2 sets of glasses. And I got my trusty little floral little summertime napkin. So I will set up the table and show a little bit of what it looks like, and that would be it for my outdoor feature today. Placemats are in place, so, and I'm setting for 4, so just 4 placemats in place. And next I will put my plates. So the plates would go down. And that's what it looks like so far. Summertime look in the backyard, setting up the patio area for dining.
Yeah. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Nice al fresco outdoor dining on my newly minted patio for the summer. And that, my friends, is how I have revived my backyard from winter into spring and into summer and ready for relaxing and enjoying with family and friends. And that is all I have for today. See you around next time.